Same diagnoses, two different outcomes.
Yeah.
So, right? So here
you go first.
All right. So we have Marta here. So Marta is a stage 4 pancreatic cancer patient who came to us back in 2017. She had failed. They were unable to resect her tumor. She was sent home on hospice, failed chemo, failed radiation, was given a month to live. She couldn't walk, she couldn't eat. And the social worker called me and said, can you please come to her home? Her family has purchased a lot of cannabis and they don't know how to use it and they could use some direction. She just wants to be lucid, spend time with her family and not be in so much pain. So when I went to go visit Marta, basically we had come to terms that she was dying and she just wanted to feel good at the end of life so she could have that legacy work with her family. So all she took was CBD in the daytime, 4 times a day, and a little bit of THC at nighttime to help her sleep. So over the course of, I was checking in and she was doing well. And she just kind of dropped off the map. And I had asked, for her husband to call and he didn't. But I got a call from her 4.5 months later. And Marta said, I can't believe it. It's gone. And I said, Marta, you're still alive? I'm like, I thought you were dead. And your husband forgot to call me. No, Sherry, they can't find the cancer anymore. Yeah. They can't find the cancer anymore. So this was after 5 months of using about 100 milligrams of CBD a day and probably about 25 milligrams of THC at bedtime. And that was it. Not that much. And so her endocannabinoid system was stimulated to the point where it was able to do its job. The cannabis helped to do what? It was anti-metastatic, anti-proliferative, anti-angiogenic, and apoptosis. And then over time, when she had these appointments with her oncologist, they said, can you help her come off of some of her medications? And so the doctors would make the tweaks in the pharmaceuticals. And what we did was we helped her to self-titrate and come off of the pharmaceuticals that she didn't need to be on. So the interesting story about Marta, and Marta is, I'm going to play the video for you guys at the end to show this, is that Marta's husband was diagnosed with cancer and she didn't tell me. So she actually called me up probably, I don't know, like months later. And she says, she was ordering more, she was checking in. I want to order some more, can you get in touch with the caregiver? And basically I asked her, I said, what's going on? And she goes, well, my husband has cancer and I'm treating him
with the same protocol.
Yeah. And his cancer is going away.
Which tells you it's about the medicine. We need good full spectrum whole plant medicines by people that know what they're doing, that test it, that make good, safe medicines. But I'll circle back to that. I get to talk about
my mom,
my mother, right? So yeah, on the right, that's me with my mom. A few days actually before she died. My mom would have been 88. She was just shy of that. And I had actually been treating her with cannabinoids, a good 4-to-1 oil during the day and a 1-to-1 oil in the evening, helping both with vascular dementia that was advancing. Her short-term memory was shot, but she also had hypertension. She had diabetes, metabolic syndrome, cardiovascular issues, statins, all of this. And basically for the last 2 years of her life, she was taking these oils and tinctures that we would send her. And it helped. She was better. When I took her to the primary care doctor, her blood pressure was down as I started to increase the oils a little bit because I wanted to preserve her memory a little bit more. And then what happened was she got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. I came back from a business trip, and she was yellow at the kitchen table crying. And it was a very fast transit for her. Obviously, with the dementia and everything else that we were working with, my decision with my siblings and my mother was to use cannabis oils and hospice. She was 88. She had a lot of other things going on. And we wanted to just keep her comfortable rather than, we didn't have the option of the surgery. We didn't have the chemotherapy or the radiation. It was diagnosed.
She wouldn't have been survived that.
She wouldn't have made it. And so that's why we went with the hospice and the cannabis oils, because it was my choice. But what we were able to do was to keep her comfortable until just the end when we had to move her to assisted living because the dementia was getting so bad. And I really do think she had some metastasis to the brain, and we had to stop the cannabis oil. But she was doing better. And, it's two stories of the same cancer, but it's also different life stages. Thank God Marta was only 70 and in really good shape. My mom was not in good shape, never took care of herself, and didn't really want to pay attention to nutrition. Loved her blueberry muffins every single day. She was going to continue to eat them, slathered with butter, and there was nothing I could do about it. But you know what? The cannabis helped. It played its role. It played a part in each one of these stories.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.